This is Ryan Watches a Movie, where we get our friend Ryan to watch a movie and tell us what he thought.
Going balls out in the lumberyard, watching the grunion crawl magi. Little kids got naked and had lots of sex. Don't even waste your time.
Hello and welcome to Ryan Watches a Movie, episode number 52. My name is Adam. Today I'm joined by Kevin. How are you, Kevin?
Magi.
We're also joined by Ryan. How are you, Ryan? Yeah. This is This is number 52. One full year of movies for you. And let's hope that it was a good one. What did we have you watch?
Otto or Up with the Dead Pill? Now, before I even talk about this, my first question is this movie titled Otto or like
the full title is Otto or Up with Dead People.
Why is it both?
Because it's
Why
the
is
old.
one of
A lot of people love to do the Kubricks.
Yeah. Like Doctor
Yeah.
Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. Is that what the full title is
Yeah.
called? Something like that.
Yeah, so a lot of people, they like to do that and be clever.
It pisses me off just looking at it.
So,
And you know he's clever because it's Bruce LaBruce.
oh yeah, we'll talk about him a little bit later. Let's go ahead and read the synopsis here. A young zombie named Otto appears on a remote highway. He has no idea where he came from or where he's going. This came out in 2008. We picked this in honor of Warm Bodies coming out this week. As we said, it was written and directed by Bruce LaBruce.
Bruce LaBruce.
And I have a little trailer here, so let's give this a listen. This is Otto or Up with Dead People.
Once upon a time, in the not too distant future, there lived a zombie named Otto. It was a time not much different from today, when zombies had become, if not commonplace, then certainly unextraordinary.
Okay.
What?
That was it.
Yeah, that was it. There's actually no dialogue after that in the trailer. And I tried to find a normal clip to play, and there was nothing.
It doesn't matter. It wouldn't make any sense anymore.
So this is... Now, I have seen this movie. I used to do a site called ZombieNet where we would talk about zombie-related stuff. This was a movie that I saw when I was running that site. And I was... I don't even know how to put it. Flabbergasted?
Blown away
No,
by how shitty it is.
This is an art film, and I put art in quotes. I just did air quotes. And it's about a zombie, but the thing about it is, in true classic art film fashion, there is a lot of ridiculous random stuff that happens for no reason. And this is one of the reasons that I'm not a big fan of experimental art films.
What?
Yeah. Why don't you tell us what happens in this movie, Ryan?
Well, like you just said, it doesn't make sense. So it doesn't matter what happens. You just see a lot of dicks. You see people like eating other people and then fucking their holes where they stabbed them or ate them. And you see two chicks going at it. You see two chicks going at it with statues. You see, at the end of the movie, you see a lot of wiener. A lot of zombie wiener. And this movie is filled with wiener. And weird sexual things.
Oh, God.
And the main character, well, not just the director of whatever this Otto movie, and this open big movie.
Bruce LaBruce.
It's in the movie. They're basically directing a movie in the movie. If that makes any sense.
So, the basic premise.
So it's a movie within a
yeah,
movie.
it is.
Type deal?
It is.
Yeah.
So basically, let me just cut you off for a second, Ryan. It's about this guy who he wakes up. He's a zombie. He doesn't know like who he was, where he came from, how he died, anything like that. So he just starts kind of wandering, and this art film crew finds him and decides that they want him in their movie, and then they make this movie. And then he starts remembering things from when he was a human.
Like the dicks that he saw and or touched with his mouth.
Yes, there is there's a lot of gay sex in this movie. There's a lot of Bruce LaBruce, and we'll come back to him, but he's famous for doing porn. So it is kind of like this really weird art. You know how a lot of these art films kind of blur the line between art and porn? This is definitely one of them.
Huh. Okay. I'm completely confused as to what this movie is about.
Don't worry, Kevin, I watched this twice and I'm still confused.
Oh man, you watched it twice?
I watched it just so I could talk shit on it.
Wow.
Because it was fucking awful and I hated every second of it.
I love how according to Wikipedia it describes it as a Canadian and German queer cinema horror film. That's pretty much what it is.
That's pretty much what it is.
I don't even know what that means.
Well, there's different, and I'm not 100% on the whole gay and lesbian cinema like trends, but I know that there's different kind of categories of them, and there's like queer cinema, and then there's like queer core, which is what Bruce likes to categorize his films as, queer core.
I want to punch this Bruce guy in the face. He's the next one on my list. I'm calling him out. I want to fight him.
You want to fight him?
To the death.
That's a change of pace.
Well,
To the death.
it's a change of pace for like this movie.
Well, since we're talking about Bruce LaBruce, let's get right into some of his previous stuff. He did L.A. Zombie more recently. He did that in 2010, and I after reading about it, I kind of wish I would have tracked a copy of that down and sent it to you, because that was actually banned in Australia. I think it was at a film festival in Australia because they said it was like way too pornographic. And this one sounds more interesting than...
Well, the L.A. Zombie. The synopsis on IMDb just said he came to fuck the dead back to life.
So with L.A.
There you go.
With L.A. Zombie, it's about a schizophrenic homeless man that thinks he's a zombie and has homosexual sex with people in order to bring them back to life.
Plot keywords: penis, cocaine, shot in the face, ejaculation, graveyard. And just to give you an idea how much they had to cut down, it says a runtime for the hardcore director's cut is 103 minutes. The edited version, 63 minutes.
Oh my god. I gotta try to find a copy of this for you, Ryan.
I'm so excited.
Some other highlights of Bruce LaBruce include Give Piece of Ass a Chance, which is a short film.
Short film porno.
The Raspberry Reich, which looks pretty horrific. Come As You Are, Skin Gang, Hustler White, No Skin Off My Ass. These all sound classic.
Extremely classic. Ryan's watching all of these. We're gonna have a Bruce
I'm never
Bruce
watching
festival.
any of them again.
No, yes you are. You do what we say.
I hated it. I wanted to fucking... I don't even know. I think I texted Adam like 7 or 8 times during.
Yeah, he just kept saying, "What the fuck? What the fuck is this? What is going on?" And I do want to kind of interject a little caveat here. I don't think that you're hating it because it has a homosexual theme, right?
Correct.
Yeah. I just want to make
Well,
sure
maybe
that
it's because of the shitty movie. It's fucking stupid.
one thing that I hate about the experimental art films, and maybe you can comment on this, Kevin, is I've noticed that more often than not, when you have these like super artsy fartsy experimental films, like they try to make everything look, really artistic and whatever, and then the acting is always bottom of the barrel shit. And I always find it to be counterproductive. Like if you're trying to make some like real art, why do you have the worst actors ever in your movies?
I
mean,
I've never really understood that either. And also, to add to that is, like, acting's not that hard.
No.
How hard is it to act? I mean, not to be, you don't have to be like Daniel Day-Lewis or anything, but to just act like a somewhat normal person, like naturally. I can't imagine that it's that hard.
And there's so many of these movies that I've seen that are supposed to be really hoity-toity, highbrow art stuff. And like to me, it just loses so much credibility when you have actors in it that are just awful and just clearly doing line reads.
Yeah. But I would also like to. I wonder how Bruce the Bruce would respond or react to hoity-toity.
well, I don't mean this movie specifically.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying.
What Bruce LaBruce is trying to do is something like a John Waters or a Harmony Korine, where he's kind of making shock cinema and he's trying to ruffle feathers and gross people out and be subversive, but it doesn't work if the story is crap and the acting is crap.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing about what you just said, it's definitely gross, man.
Oh, I mean, I've seen this movie. I probably saw it back in around when it came out, and I'll never forget it. The scene with the guy having sex with the dude's stomach is.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
That came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And it was really fucking gross.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty gross movie. And I love how this movie is kind of supposed to be about discrimination against.
That's when I was watching it, I was thinking, is there like a deeper meaning here?
Well, there's a meaning, but it's not deeper. I mean, seriously, how many zombie movies have we seen where the zombies represent a certain race or a certain group that have, a different sexual orientation or whatever? Like, that's the oldest. I mean, you go back to Night of the Living Dead. That's what that was about. Like, pick something different. If you want to be symbolic of discrimination, don't do zombies. It's the oldest trick in the book, guys.
Here's something else. Throughout this movie, they keep talking about how the zombie evolved. How the fuck does a zombie evolve? They're not born. They're made. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, they might be born. What if a woman is pregnant and the child dies in utero? Huh?
But then what?
But it can't grow up though, because all the cells are actually dead.
Sure.
So they wouldn't be.
Well, yeah, it can't grow.
So it could grow.
But my point was that it could be born.
It could technically be born. Maybe.
It'd probably rip out of your stomach.
It would eat its way out.
Yeah.
They're like aliens.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that there have been zombie stories that have discussed that.
Well, I want to turn this into just a discussion on zombies. And if zombies can evolve, like, let's just have like a deep philosophical discussion
Well,
about
okay,
this.
so zombies evolving is not something that's not something entirely new. I mean, in Ramiro's Day of the Dead, they start to realize that the zombies can learn and evolve. So even in that regard, this movie's not anything new or original.
How do they evolve in this movie?
Well, in this movie, the way that it's done is like they've evolved over time. So
Oh, okay.
zombies in this movie have been around for a long time, and they've just gradually evolved. And
But do you understand what I'm saying? Like,
I do.
They don't pass cells on to other zombies. So how can those
right, how can they evolve if there's
cells
no?
evolve?
Yeah, it would be stagnant.
Yeah,
There's no way for them to evolve.
yeah, I can totally agree with you on that.
But it sounds like they try. Then they're trying to come up with various ways by, having sex with stomachs and stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe they just haven't figured it out yet.
Well, that's
Not for a lack of trying.
I think that the whole evolved zombies thing is just as used as a plot device. I mean, that Warm Bodies movie, that's what that's all about, too.
Oh, don't even get me started. I'm sick and tired of zombies, I have to say.
I'm not tired of The Walking Dead, but I'm tired of pretty much everything else.
Tired of zombies, tired of vampires, tired of, I don't even know.
Tired of
know what
Twilight.
else.
Tired of everything.
But I'm not tired of vampires. I'm tired
I am
of
not tired of Twilight. Twilight is delightful.
Oh, man.
I can't even believe that you would. Have you ever seen any of them?
No.
Good.
And I never will.
I was going to say, have you, Ryan?
No.
So,
That will change.
Oh no.
We're gonna have you see like the third one.
how many are
How
there?
many are
4?
there?
There's 4 of them?
There's too many. Whatever the number is.
I think that
too many.
There's 4 of them. All right, let's go ahead and give you your drum roll. Ryan, what do you give Otto or Up with Dead People?
1.
That is a 1 out of 10 for Otto. Now, do you have any interest in Warm Bodies? I'm seeing that.
Just because the dude from Skins is in it. But and it's about zombies, which generally piques my interest. But if it's anything like this, then no, fuck that. No.
I hope it is exactly the same.
I have a feeling that there's less stomach fucking in Warm Bodies.
Oh no, and this movie looks exactly like the dude in Warm Bodies.
Yeah, he does.
They even have the same outfit on, I think.
They look very similar. And this is written and directed. Warm Bodies is written and directed by Jonathan Levine, who did The Whackness and 50-50. So he did some, big stuff.
Yeah.
And I also like that.
And he did a movie that I think you liked a lot, Ryan. All the Boys Love Mandy Lane.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did you actually thoroughly enjoy that?
I did.
Or is that sarcasm?
No, I
Okay.
did enjoy it.
I must say that that is an interesting movie. I don't know if it was like great, but it was definitely interesting. Different. It's a different kind of horror movie.
It might not have been great, but I liked it. But anyway, going back to this movie, the filmmaker in the movie, her girlfriend is a black and white silent film actress. When I say that, the entire movie is in color. And it looks like a normal movie. But every time they show her, it's black and white. And it's all grainy. And it looks exactly like a silent film. So when you're seeing her, she's black and white and everything else in color. It's fucking weird. It's really weird. And that bothered me a lot. I don't know why.
Artistic choice.
Fuck the artistic choice.
I will say that Rob Corddry looks funny in Warm Bodies, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be seeing that one.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that it's awful.
Well, I haven't heard good things. It has had some screenings, and I have not heard very good things about it. So, yeah. But it's probably not worse than Otto or Up with Dead People.
I don't know if there's much more from this.
Bringing Sexy Back
Except
from
for
the Dead. Bringing Sexy Back from the Dead. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts, Ryan?
Nope.
Oh.
Don't.
Were you going to ask Siri if you had any final thoughts?
Yeah. Don't even. I don't even know. Don't waste any part of anything that belongs to you.
Okay.
Your time, your money, your anything, your energy watching this. Don't waste any of it because it sucks a lot.
There's a couple other blurbs here. This is considered an epic political porno zombie movie.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. And I love how on the cover it also says contains extreme zombie sex.
Which
I
the world has been lacking for entirely too long.
I would also agree that we have not seen enough zombie sex of the extreme variety.
Yes. I mean, you have your typical, soft version.
If you're normal zombie sex.
Yeah,
we gotta
up it up a little bit.
Yeah. We need more extreme zombie sex.
I enjoy the soundtrack was released on Crippled Day. Hot Wax. That's my favorite.
The Crippled Dick Hot Wax label. This actually isn't. They have this decent music on the soundtrack.
In preparation for this, I actually checked to see if they had the soundtrack on Spotify, and they do.
Yes.
So I was picking out an outro song, and I wanted to do that, the one that was on it, and I needed to find who did it, but it's on Spotify, so you can listen to the soundtrack on there.
Hop on there.
Well, I think that wraps it up. Did you have anything else to add, Ryan, other than don't waste your time? All right, for all the latest film news and reviews, visit us at filmpulse.net, and we want to hear your feedback. Send us an email at feedback@filmpulse.net, or call our voicemail line at 850-391-6071. Also, please take a minute to rate us on iTunes. We appreciate that very much. filmpulse.net. My name is Adam.
I'm Kevin.
And we will see you on Monday.
See you later.
Except for the policeman in our head, yeah, there's no one around. Let's pretend that everyone's dead. Let's pretend that everyone's dead.
Oh, that has become the highlight for me.